Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark, best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
The drive will start with an option going left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 27-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. This at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Raven first down.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Ravens nothing.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal at the...
They'll run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
Off the option, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Ravens.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker lining up.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back?
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Brady's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's caught. Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it.
A little juke. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Junior.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
That's good.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there.
And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun, Brady. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go. For it doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson going to run. There he goes, left side.
The greatest show on
They'll
earth.
take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His second touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. You take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win.
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Defense.
Man, that ain't make
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Cameron Brate. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
2nd down and goal. Brady. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Ravens 28. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun,
escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Ravens on third down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and
1. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call.
It's a full race. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 51 yards. as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The 27-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're going to bring him down back across midfield at the 45. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Gronkowski again. He was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
What was that, Rob?
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point try now for Suckup.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Being chased out left. And he's got this down to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Tonight's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
They picking snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers on the bread and butter. What we ate for dinner, so I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't brave from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully